Hello, I'm Joshua Brown from the expert police recruitment training company, howtobecome.com. And in this presentation, I will teach you how to pass your police officer and police constable interview, just like we've been doing at How to Become for the past 20 years, helping thousands of aspiring candidates. So if you have an interview coming up for any police service, please make sure you watch this video from start to finish, because I promise I'm going to help you to stand out and succeed by showing you some top scoring answers. And just very quickly, let me know the name of the police service you are applying to in the comment section below the video for even more tips. Thank you very much. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because I want to help you pass your interview by giving you brilliant answers to the toughest police interview questions. And I can only do that if you are subscribed. And please don't forget to hit that like button, because that tells me you find these tutorials useful. Okay, let's first look at how you will be assessed. Well, you may know already, but you will be assessed on the core values and competencies. But did you know you will not be assessed on all of them at your interview? You will actually only be assessed on some of the core values and some of the core competencies. So the core values that you'll be assessed on are as follows. The first one is integrity. Now, integrity means that police officers must be able to act with integrity and decency at all times, and be capable of recognising both good and poor performance. So you must demonstrate that in your interview answers. Public service is the next core value. This is essentially about acting with the best interests of the public in mind. Then we have transparency. Transparency is a really important quality for any police officer to have. This value is closely linked with honesty. It's essentially about being someone whom others can trust and have faith in. Now, here are the core competencies that you'll be assessed on. We take ownership. Now, police officers show great levels of responsibility and are accountable for their own actions. So this includes any associated risk with decisions which they may make. A police officer will actively seek feedback from others to learn from errors or to improve the service that they provide. We are innovative and open-minded. This is a really important competency. So police officers should be inquisitive by nature and look to further improve the services which they provide or to assist others with issues. They will also strive to understand their performance and attempt to implement a measure of continuous improvement within the role itself. So now that we know which competencies and values you're going to be assessed on, let's take a look at some brilliant answers based on these values and competencies. So now that you know how you're going to be assessed, let's take a look at the first top scoring answer that we'll look at, which is this following police style interview question. Tell us about a time when you had to take responsibility for solving a difficult problem. Let me know in the comment section below this video which value or competency you believe this question primarily focuses on. Now, even though there is an obvious lean towards a particular competency, I still recommend in your answer to try and highlight where you've demonstrated other values and competencies too, because this is a great way to showcase your suitability for the role. Okay, before I give you a brilliant answer to this interview question, let's take a look at a very powerful tip. So a great way to structure your answer to all police competency-based questions is to use the STAR method. So the STAR method stands for this. S is for situation. You start off by describing what the situation was that you found yourself in. You then move on to T for task. What was the task that needed to be carried out? A is for action. What action did you take to achieve the task? And finally, R is for result. What was the end result following your actions? Using the STAR method as a way to structure your answer is a great way to score highly and make sure you cover everything in your answer. So let's use the STAR structure in our interview answer for this question. Tell us about a time when you had to take responsibility for solving a difficult problem. In my previous role as a project coordinator, we were nearing the deadline on a key project when we discovered a significant, potentially costly error in our data analysis. As the lead on this project, it was my responsibility to resolve the issue swiftly to ensure we met the deadline without compromising the quality of our work. I immediately gathered a small team of the most skilled analysts to reassess our data. I facilitated a brainstorming session to identify the source of the error quickly, and we worked extended hours, and I coordinated closely with the IT department to implement a more robust software solution that prevented similar issues in the future. Thanks to our collective efforts, the error was corrected within 24 hours and the project was delivered on time. Our solution not only resolved the issue, but also improved our overall data processing capabilities, which increased the efficiency of subsequent projects. This experience taught me the importance of quick decision making and collaboration in crisis management. That is a brilliant answer, and you can see the response neatly encapsulates all elements of the STAR method, demonstrating your leadership and problem-solving skills effectively. Let's take a look at the next police interview question. Describe a situation when you intervened in a difficult situation and took ownership for solving the problem. Here is my top scoring answer using that STAR structure. At my previous job in a retail store, I noticed a growing conflict between two of my team members. This conflict began to affect their work quality and the overall atmosphere of the team. As their supervisor, it was my responsibility to address and resolve the conflict before it escalated further and impacted customer service. I took immediate ownership of the situation by arranging separate confidential meetings with each individual to understand their perspectives and grievances. After gathering all the necessary information, I facilitated a mediated meeting between the two, where we discussed the issues openly and respectfully. I guided them towards recognizing their shared goals and responsibilities, and we agreed on practical steps to improve communication and cooperation. The intervention led to a significant improvement in their relationship, restoring harmony in the team. Their collaboration improved, reflected by a 15% increase in our department's customer satisfaction scores over the next quarter. This experience reinforced my ability to take charge, mediate disputes effectively, and foster a positive work environment. This answer clearly demonstrates your proactive approach and leadership in managing and resolving interpersonal conflicts, which are obviously crucial skills in the policing environment. Let's take a look at the next police officer competency-based interview question. Give an example of a time when you had to take on board feedback to improve your performance. In my previous position as a sales assistant, during my quarterly performance review, my manager pointed out that my sales numbers were consistently not meeting the expected targets, which was unusual for me. I was tasked with improving my sales performance within the next quarter to meet and ideally exceed the set targets. I took this feedback seriously and requested additional training to enhance my sales techniques. I also initiated a peer mentoring program with a colleague who excelled in sales, observing their approach and incorporating their strategies into my work. Furthermore, I began to spend extra time each day reviewing product details to provide better recommendations to customers. As a result of these actions, my sales figures improved significantly. By the end of the next quarter, I had not only met the targets set by my manager, but exceeded them by 20%. This experience taught me the value of proactive learning and adaptability in my professional development. Okay, so the next thing to do if you want to get the full list of 50 police interview questions, and if you want to accelerate your learning even further to pass your interview at the first attempt, then click that link right now in the top right hand corner of this video or in the pinned comment below the video for two reasons. The first reason is it will take you through to my website, howtobecome.com, where you can get all of these answers we just covered, plus a total of 50 brilliant responses to police interview questions in a PDF guide. And secondly, the next reason is I've given you plenty of interview tips and advice on that page specifically for your police interview. It's a brilliant resource guaranteed to help you prepare effectively for your interview and also, more importantly, put you ahead of the competition. Make sure you check out that link. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Please don't forget to subscribe, as I'm on a mission to help as many people as possible pass their job interviews, and I can only do that if you are subscribed. Please also hit that like button, as that really does encourage me to make more videos just like these. And if you have any questions regarding any specific police service, do let me know in the comments section below, where I'll get back to you with even more interview tips and advice. I literally respond to every single person who leaves a comment on my channel, so please do reach out to me there. And finally, don't forget to connect with me on LinkedIn. I've put my LinkedIn link in the description below. It's always great to connect with like-minded professionals such as yourself. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you all the best with your interview. Have a brilliant day.